Church is a serious business, and you need to treat it as such. I remember being little, probably first or second grade, and grew up Catholic. So, in Catholic school that we went to every week, I can't remember what day it was, Wednesdays or Tuesdays or something. Anyways, we'd always go and have a church service in the morning. And Monsignor loved children. He loved to have children around him. So when we were little, first, second grade, he'd have us all come up and sit around the altar, crisscross applesauce there, and just let him do his little magic show of bread and water and blood and body and all that good stuff. And I remember sitting there one time, and I'm right in the front row this time, up by the altar, and sitting next to a buddy of mine. And we're sitting there, and not supposed to talk, not supposed to do anything, just be in absolute reverence right there in the presence. And I did a little thing with my hands, the old, this is the church, this is the steeple, open the doors and hear all the people type thing. And for some reason, that just struck us that day. And we were just uncontrollable with giggles. And I remember the teacher came over and just yanked both of us away, separated us and all this. And it's something that's been a constant in my life with dealing with church, because I know sometimes I don't come off here as what my personality really is, but I'm really a fun-loving guy. Just enjoy having a good time, cracking jokes, all that good stuff. And I did it all throughout my church life. And there were so many times where I'd get reprimanded or looked at or looked down upon because I wasn't taking it seriously enough. I remember one person that was influential in my Christian development was like, religion's a serious business. There's no time for humor in this. And I just like, that sucks, because I have plenty of time for humor in my life. And I just think that's a way to go through life. Just taking it, easy, having fun with life, cracking a joke, making a quip here and there. But I was being reprimanded for that because we don't have time for that here in this place. And just, be in a small group church study or something like that and crack a joke, look at something a little differently that was just odd or whatever, and people would just look at me just funny, get them eyes that looked upon you, and, just like, this guy's not serious, he's not paying attention, he's not a true Christian or anything like this. And it's like, no, if you were paying attention, the joke was actually directly related to what was being said, so I was paying attention. I was just making light of it, just making it maybe even more memorable for some people, because it sparked a different idea in their mind, made them think about it differently and organize it or whatever in their mind. But it just surprised me how much people wanted to suck aspects of people's life out of church. It was this whole thing of, you can't be yourself. You can't be your full and complete self. You have to be this certain person. You have to fit in a certain box in order to be part of this group. Now, when you're outside in friends groups, you can let some more of that flow, but you got to be careful who you're around and know who you're around so that they can understand and accept it. But in this area, we got to keep it focused. What kind of God is that can't take a joke, can't take humor? I mean, is he going to be sitting up on his throne one day saying, let's make comedy legal again? And then when you crack a joke saying, this isn't funny and what's going on? Because I feel like that's what it is like with the church. They can't take a joke. They can't look at themselves differently. This is serious business. Well, you got one thing right. It is a business. But it needs to be looked at for what it really is. And it ain't so serious if you look at it too closely.